Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. It's the 11th of April. We finally have spring in Toronto and the temperatures are all positive, almost in the double digits this afternoon. Everything is set for a wonderful summer. So with that positive note, let's get started with today's daily update. As always, the first part is going to be news and geopolitical events and economical events that might impact the market today. The second part is going to be technical analysis of VIX, Nasdaq, gold, and crypto. And finally, the third part is going to be Genomic shares in our watch list. We're going to do some technical analysis on them to find out if we can discern any price action that might happen today. So let's get started. Here are the headlines today. Editas Medicine announces dosing of first pediatric patient in the clinical trial of EDIT 101 for LCA10. The test is called the Brilliance test, and it is designed to test the safety of EDIT 101 for the treatment of Leber congenital amaurosis 10, that is LCA10, CEP290 related retinal degenerative disorder. This marks the world's first in vivo or inside the body dosing of a pediatric patient with a CRISPR gene editing experimental medicine. So from the Editas team, the statement was enrolling this first pediatric patient in the Brilliance test is an important step towards bringing potentially life-changing treatments to children with genetic retinal disease. So let us hope that this test works out well for Editas, and they can skew the ratio of success to failure in the positive side, and it can have a positive impact on the Editas shares today. So having said that, the next headline is Twitter shares fall after Elon Musk abandons plan to join board. So initially, after Elon Musk took over more than 9% of the company's share and became the biggest individual shareholder, there was talk of Elon Musk joining the board. And over the weekend, around 10:30 p.m. on Saturday, the CEO of Twitter announced that Elon Musk is not joining the board after all. It was a lengthy tweet, but basically it seemed to indicate that it was better that Elon was not on the board. Earlier reports also included potential town hall meeting within Twitter. They were collecting questions about ask me anything kind of questions. And one of the questions there was from the employees saying, would the board members be held to the same standard as Twitter employees? When we tweet something that's not appropriate, we get a call from HR. So those were the kind of questions that were there in that meeting. So naturally, we can get a feel of the push and pull that would have happened while making this decision. As a result, Twitter shares have fallen today. Let's look at the next headline. Shopify plans a 10-for-1 stock split. I found a share to protect CEO voting power. So if you recollect, during the weekend, I had made a video which was talking about why are we in this bad situation and what can we do about it. I had mentioned in that there is a special class of shares that promoters have, which helps them to hold control over the company and also on the decision making. That's exactly what Shopify is planning to do. They're going to do a 10-to-1 stock split. So this will be positive for the shareholder because now retail shareholder can take part in investing in Shopify and also take part in calls and option activities because the 100 share block will not be costing so much as it does today. So that's the positive. The negative factor is going to be that we are going to have something like Meta where you have a CEO. If the CEO is good, the company will be moving the right direction. If the CEO is not good, you can't do anything about it. They control the decision. They can do whatever they like. So that aspect is what I don't like in this one. It's not true democratization. It's not true capitalism doing these kind of things. So that's a thumbs down in my opinion, but the 10-for-1 stock split is a pure thumbs up. Brent crude falls below 100 as China lockdown sparks demand fears. We have already spoken about this. The Shanghai lockdown has reduced the demand for oil. But as soon as China opens up, the demand is going to go up again. So let's enjoy the respite and fill up our gas tanks while the price is low. Bitcoin falls about 5% as investors assess global market risks. Yesterday, I bought a little bit of Bitcoin as it fell. And if you recollect, before the weekend, I was talking about Bitcoin likely to fall. So it seems like something similar has happened. And one of those times when my predictions do come true. Chinese electric car company NIO hikes prices, suspends production. So we have a catalyst in the positive and the catalyst in the negative. Typically, when a car company increases prices, the share prices go up because now we are looking at preserving the margin or improving the margin. However, suspending production means that your total numbers for the end of the quarter and the end of the year is going to be that much less. So I think they offset each other and kind of nullify any positive moves that we can have today. Goldman Sachs continues to look for upside in gold. Of course, gold is likely to go up because we have inflation, we have the Ukraine-Russia war, and we have the cup and handle pattern that I keep on showing you. So I agree 100% with them. Goldman Sachs has a much more bullish target than I have. My target was 2,400 per ounce of gold. They are talking about 2,500 per ounce of gold. So with that, let's get started with technical analysis of Nasdaq, WIX, gold, and cryptocurrency. Let's start off with crypto. Bitcoin is down significantly to 41,058, and over the weekend it has dropped significantly, as you can see in this last three candles: Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and these are all one-day candles out here. And if we look at gold is up marginally, and if we zoom out, we can see that it's on a recovery path with the floor out here at around 1914, that is 1914.66, above which it bounced and kept consolidating, and now it's on a move upward after breaking out of this bullish tenet out here. So this is the upward trend. This is a consolidation within the bullish tenet, and this is the move up. The next challenge for gold is 1984.00, and in the next few days we should see gold attempting to cross over it because the MACD is bullish and the momentum is above average and pointed up. So that's very positive for gold. Now with that, let us go on and have a look at the US oil. US oil is now again on a bullish pennant, but it has fallen below this horizontal support of 95.08. This is the China lockdown effect, and our MACD is bearish and moving away from the signal line, and momentum is also down and below average and falling down further. So that's further negatives for US oil today, which in turn should have brought the VIX down, but the VIX is still high at 8.41%. This is the live VIX, and each candle is for a day. And this is our latest candle here today, the small candle, which is like a hammer. And we have support for that from the 9-day exponential moving average as well as the 20-day exponential moving average, but a constraint from the 100-day and the 50-day exponential moving average, and also a horizontal resistance at 24.28. The MACD is bullish and moving away from the signal line. This is a very, very strong signal combined with the momentum, which is just about average and moving upwards. So overall, it seems the VIX is likely to spurt, and I suspect that the VIX is spurting mainly because of the problem with Russia and Ukraine, which is not getting sorted, and also geopolitical strains are growing with the French election also coming around the corner, and the contenders and the potential of one of them winning, and how it will change the equation, global equation in the Ukraine war with regard to Russia, China, and France. That's what I believe is underpinning the volatility in VIX. Now let us look at what has happened to QQQ, which is our proxy for Nasdaq, and it's real time out here. And we can see that we have lost $4.17 today. That's around 1.2% this morning. And our MACD is bearish and moving away from the signal line. Momentum is also below average and falling down. So it's not a great day for QQQ. If we look at put call ratio, we are still marginally bullish, a very weak bullish, not yet bearish. So that's a positive sign for us out here. Whereas the MACD indicates that this is going to change very quickly, and potentially we might cross one, which will not be good for us. So that brings me to a close of what I have here for discussion. in terms of technical analysis of VIX and the overall. I think that in conclusion, I would say the overall trend for today is bearish. So stocks are likely to go down unless there is some positive news that comes up. I don't see any movement upward. It's going to be a red day. So let's go and have a look at our technology stocks, biotech stocks. So here we have our Genomic shares, and Novartis is at the top with a gain of 1.18%. And if I zoom out, you will see that we have this diagonal line of resistance for our earlier pennant on a ascending price action. So this is a bullish pennant, and we are supposed to break out and go above. And today, that's what seems to be happening. So I'm going to zoom out into a much bigger perspective, and you can see here that we started the day higher. We had crossed above that line of resistance, and then we have come down. Our MACD is absolutely bullish, and momentum shows that we are a bit overbought at the RSI, and there might be a bit of moderation. But I think that today for Novartis, we are most likely to end up above this line, which is at 93.99. So we are going to probably end the day at $94.05 or something in that order, and convert this line into a support. That's my expectation. And after that, I think if I look at all the other shares, I think Vertex is likely to do better today compared to everybody else. Like most of these shares have got a bearish bias today, in my opinion, based on what we saw with the Nasdaq and the VIX, and also overall trends. And I think Novartis, Vertex, Regeneron, and probably Pfizer. These are the companies that are most likely to have some positives, but rest of the companies in our list are likely to end the day negative. It doesn't make much sense going through each of them because overall sentiment is bearish. There is no good news out there. The only exception, I think, should be Editas, because we have the news of the Brilliance tests getting started with the first enrollment for the trials. And I do not see that being reflected here in the price. Maybe the market will get the message probably towards the middle of the day or end of the day, and it could come up. If it does that, I think we'll be crossing 18.2 and converting 18.2 into a support. So right now, I don't think that news has been factored in. Apart from that, I don't see any other companies in the genomics gaining, except the ones which have got revenue stream and are established pharma giants. So if we look at IBB for some clues, let us see what IBB is telling us. IBB is bearish. It's gone down to 1% of loss in price today. That's around $1.34. IBB is going to talk about the status of the biotech, including genomics, and IBB showing a negative today kind of reinforces my belief that today's market is going to be bearish for most of the genomic stocks, and there is not much left out there for today. We'll come back tomorrow and have a look at where things are and whether tomorrow looks positive. So for now, that's about it from my side, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, please press a thumbs up sign out there so that more people can see this video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and if you have subscribed, thanks a lot for being a member of this community. Bye for now, and I'll see you tomorrow.